The best materials if we can apply it is when we scan from real plants and creating, or if we create in a substance or other applications. However, we don't have here, so we're going to work with what plants we have it. One thing what we want to do, it is preview maybe our plants with the current materials. So let's go disable our nodes. And our lift is selecting, will go in the tab of the materials. And notice as material, we have it our main material, cup, which on the top we want to use it, and we also have it blades. So if we change segment body, in this case, it won't be affected because we don't have a segment body on our leaves, but we do have it blades. So we want to work a little bit with the blades color on this case. And again, how I said before, we'll just make it simplified version of this material. If we're going over, it says inherit from parent. Stem is our parent. So if we modify color on a parent, let's go back to the stem material. And for example, we'll go to change it. Then this stamp will apply colors to our blades as well. Okay, oops, we don't have it blades, we have this one. Okay. If you are not familiar with the advanced material editor or material editor inside the Vue, I will highly recommend for you to go check those videos I have it. It will help you a little bit better understand how it's work. Currently, I will assume you have a little bit knowledge of this, or you can just follow up without trying to go deep in. It will require a little bit more understanding how the materials work and all of these additional properties. What does that mean? However, we'll just go with this simplicity. In some cases, I may provide PBR materials, and we'll look how to set up those materials as well. Okay, let's go ahead. We'll stamp. It's what we're going to do, and we'll switch this to natural grain. We'll set up first color, darker green. Second color, a little bit more yellowish greenish kind of. That will be our color for the stem. Notice the other ones is change color as well because they taking from the parent, and that is okay. We'll go modify them individually. We also have it noise and scale. This look okay. Highlights. Let's switch highlights to a little bit brightish red yellow color. Okay. Let's save our work, and we'll just leave it intensity and make shiny on our stem. So I think that will be look okay for now. We don't worry about bumps, but we do want a little bit stretching because if we look on a stem have this lights. If we're going inside the colors, we want to modify some of those properties. And on this one, we can go inside the graph. And again, that can be a little bit more complex, but you can see right here, we have our nodes. So inside the graphs, we can add additional noise generator and make sure it's going straight. But I don't think at this point we'll do it. So let's just click it. Okay. And this is our stamp colors we applied. Let's just, for now, go click render. Okay, where's my render? Right here. And you can see this is just very simple color for our stamp. Okay, let's go ahead and work a little bit on the leaves to make them green as well. So the leaf is inherited, it's what I said before, on the blades. We don't care about this one because if we even go inside and let's just preload it. By the way, it's come with nice preloaded already. So if we preload some like this effect, okay, you'll notice it does not change because we don't have them, but we do have our blades. Let's go open blades and let's see what we actually have. We have it barks, we have it our leaves, and if we leaves problem take from here, they have it alpha, so we don't want it with alpha map, we just want basic colors. You could, if you want, apply some of these and I'll just show you what's happening if we apply this. They will be kind of applying to our textures, and let's render. And you can see now we have those leaves kind of look like banana leaves. If we want to do, we can apply them as well. You know what, maybe we should just leave it, but I don't like bottom, so let's go modify those. Okay, we'll go back to natural grain. We'll select one darker green. And let's create another one, a little bit brighter green. We have it alpha. I don't necessarily need alpha. We'll set none because we just want our colors. Same on the normals. Highlights, we want dual. I don't want any of those highlights. And we'll go on effect. So this is just a basic color. Let's click OK. Render. And we should just have those basic colors applied. How I say, the material and painting, it's almost require, it is on quite a bit tutorials, videos, and I will do them a little bit later with more advanced texturing and how we can scan leaves and put it in. But for now, again, we'll just go with the basic. So let's go next. I want to create coloring my petals. And I'm going inside of my petals, click on material, and we're applying inherit from parent. So we don't necessarily want this. We have it cups and this, we don't care about cups. So let's go ahead, select to default on all of them. And notice I'm selecting, I have my other materials that I use it already available for me. So it's kind of nice, I can reuse this. But we'll going start with the blades and we'll use it from the blades to apply other ones. So for the blades, let's go open. And we'll go to, again, natural grain. And we'll just maybe select red, that kind of orange color. Pop up roughness. So let's add a little bit more interesting elements. Our highlights. Let's add a little bit highlights to this, but I want to add bright, but a little bit more dual to them. Okay, let's go ahead, click OK. And if we render, we can see we have it nice going, except a little bit on the middle we need rework. Okay, so it's meaning our segment body. I actually want to do constant color. Well, we won't go too fancy. We'll just go select brighter yellow kind of. Because that will be on the middle going right here. We'll go ahead, click OK. And our center one, we'll go to materials. We don't have blades. We have cups and other ones, so we'll go to modify this. And let's select constant. We'll go very fast. We'll go add bright yellow to this. And then notice it's applied to our cups as well. Let's go right now just a little bit out. We'll set our lights maybe around this area. Let's go right click on the render. I want preview in the final. Let's go render to screen, a little bit better quality. And we'll just go render so we can preview. And right here we have our flower with our leaves kind of look funny. So let's go ahead, zoom in and see what's wrong with our flower. They look about same color. I'm not sure if I want this look about orangey or my center. So material segment, then about right, and I don't want to inherit from parent. Just select that one, scale 1, okay. There you go, that look a little bit better. Okay, let's go zoom out, a little bit out of this plant now. And render one more time. There you go. You can see the problem is right now, because how we created an optimization is going, so the plants not necessarily will look, because it's try to reduce some of this rendering. So we can almost need to go inside petals now, and we want to rework just a little bit on a blade width. So let's go 1.5, make them a little bit wider, 0.3. Maybe, you know, let's go 1.7. So this way, when we render, it will render a little bit better. Okay. So you can see just increase a little bit. Okay, I think this is kind of nice for the first one. Remember, this is your first plant we created here. One thing what I want to do right now, it is export this plant and see how it will look inside the view. For this one, we'll go to File, and you can see right here we have it export to the view, and export as a species. It's what I want. I want export as a view species for them. Okay, so right here, flower tutorial, view species. We'll just leave it as default everything, and let's go ahead and click Save. Here's a fast render. We'll go click OK. Now we can go ahead and start view. Okay, and all what I want to do here is just to practice, see how it will look. So for this one, let's go ahead and we'll create a simple terrain. We don't need that large terrain, so I'm going to modify maybe 50 meters by 50 meters. Let's make it a little bit flatter and move it up front of our camera. Okay, next we'll go to add a plant. I'm going to right click, so it's add, open my area, and we'll go to navigate to place where we save it. Okay, right here we have our flower. Let's open, and you notice flower is teeny tiny because it's what we created. Okay, where's my flower? Right here, my flower. Actually, you know what? Let me take terrain and hide a little bit. We'll take main camera. Where's my flower? There's my flower. Teeny tiny flower. Put down, we'll take our camera and bring very close to our flower. Remember how I said it's teeny small because we did it in right place. Okay, like here. Flower, and we'll drop this flower in the ground. Right here. Okay, let's take our main camera and come even closer. Okay, so right here is one of our plant. Now, because we selected, we can click and add a second, third, fourth, and so on. And notice what's happening. They look different. See, this is what nice I was trying to say when we add randomization, random things to our plant. They all look different. They don't look exactly the same. So we go to render now. You can see all of these plants, they look slightly different, so they don't look same. Next, we can go delete those plants, back to our terrain, and plants is teeny tiny. You know, maybe this is too big, so let's go ahead terrain and set maybe to 10 meters, so we don't have it that large scale. Okay, now on this terrain, I can go open material editor, add a new layer, switch this to ecosystem, and we'll go add plant. And remember, we'll just select plant that we already have just created. The quality, TPF, yes. Let's say OK. It will take a second to load it. Let's go click populate. It's a very teeny tiny plant, so it should be tons of populations around here. And you can see we have a lot of this. You know what? Maybe density pop-up, just go crazy all the way to that. Okay, let's go ahead, click OK. We'll take our main camera we come closer. Again, I did not specify any of my population, so it's maybe look a little bit weird at this point, but it will have a nice point to see at this what we created. Okay, let's go render. And right here you can see we have it. Of course, our distribution is a little bit wonky. I don't know reason why. We can go modify. But right now my point is not going about this distribution. Right now it is about all these different randomization and species of the plants. So let's go even closer, maybe to ground, like right here. Kind of closer to this one. Let's go render one more time. Okay, so right here we're done with render. Some plants kind of sync. How say we need to work a little bit more with the population, but I want to see those far away plants. And again, this teeny tiny, it's what we created. Nice things when you render this way, we can see minus. Like for example, let's see how they're sticking out. We probably want some of the leaves laid down so they created. But it's the best way if you reference what you created, image from live, or you draw before maybe plant that you want to create. This was just purely went off the basic schematic in our heads. Yeah, I appreciate you watching this video, and hopefully you find it useful. And if you like it, please support at the Patreon. And as a Patreon supporter, you will have access to most of these tutorials for free, so you can just download them, as well as assets pack and more. And hopefully it will help you. As well, if you like it on YouTube, give it thumbs up and subscribe to the channel so you will have notifications when new videos is released. Thank you for your support.